Hi, this is Kerry with Multicopter Warehouse, and I want to go over pre-flight. And this is an important topic, whether you're a hobbyist, whether you're commercial, you got to make sure that your systems are good to fly. And we see this quite a bit when people have not taken proper pre-flight precautions. Now, some of the basics we can go over, and this is going to apply to any machine that you have. First, you have your propellers. Make sure that there's no nicks, scratches, dings. Easy way, just rub your finger along the edges on them. If you feel anything, that prop goes in the trash and you replace it with a fresh one. Without any nicks or anything, the props will last a lot of flights, hundreds of flights. But the moment you get the slightest nick in one, it's going to throw the balance off and you want to replace it with a fresh one. We'll move down to the motors. Every time you're getting ready to fly, do a little twist of the motors. You'll figure out exactly how they're supposed to feel, and anything that's different means there's something wrong. It may feel loose, it may feel gritty. Then it's time for maintenance on that motor. Okay, after the motors, we want to check the gimbal. Make sure that everything is seated properly, that you don't see any cuts in the cables in there. Make sure you take your gimbal guard off because that can overpower the motor and burn those out before you get going. Next, we want to check all the screws. Now, you don't necessarily need to do this every single flight, but every 5-6 flights, you want to go through and check all of the screws on here. Make sure that you don't crank them down, you don't use a power tool to jank them in, just make sure that they haven't backed out. Remember, these things are causing vibrations, and the only direction a screw is going to go is going to be to back out. So you want to make sure that all the screws are nice and tight before you take off. Make sure that you have enough battery. Don't take off on a battery that isn't fully charged. If your batteries have been sitting for a couple days, they're going to start to automatically discharge and they're going to give you a false reading. It may show that it's 75, 80, 90%. You go to take off and all of a sudden the machine's under load, that battery drops to 30% and it's going to start to land somewhere may not be where you want. So always top off your batteries before going out to fly. That's a good, quick safety tip to make sure that you're not going to have any problems. And again, it doesn't matter if it's a Spark, a Phantom, or an M200, an M600. These are the common things that you need to do to make sure that your aircraft is always ready to fly. This has been Kerry with Multicopter Warehouse with another quick tip. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.